A very warm welcome to all of you from the small club grounds of St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia. The Clash of Origin 2025 is here. The Clash of Origin 2025, organized by the class of 88 of St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia. We are just after a very, very colorful opening ceremony, and we are all set for the commencement of the junior games. The under 10 sides of both the schools are here. A very warm afternoon it was, and now the weather god has completely changed into a very gloomy evening at Mount Lavinia. As you see on the pictures, very beautiful to see, very nice to see the juniors taking on the game. Eventually, they will go on and to take the first 15 sides of their respective schools. Last year it was live streamed as well through Knockout. A big thank you to the organizers for trusting Knockout and giving us an opportunity once again.
Struggling to capture attention or create inspired content? No worries, HK Production has got you covered. We can elevate your brand to the next level. We offer services like video editing, intro logo animation, creation of video ads, and graphic designing. Affordable prices, top quality work. Let us make your vision a reality. Contact us today, WhatsApp, or call us at 0779692898. For more information, visit our website, www.hkproduction.lk.
Hi, my name is Joshua Van Bells. Hi, my name is Joshua Van Bells. Hi, my name is Joshua Van. Hi, my name is Joshua Van. A left back and
The under 10 match between St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia, and St. Thomas College Preparatory School just commenced. We had a small rain interruption. All good to go now. This tournament is organized by the class of 88 of St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia. As you see, both the teams are yet to open their scoring. More than the winning and the losing factor, it's good that at junior levels these boys are getting a good exposure. And there you go, the St. Thomas College, Mount Lavinia on the charge, and this is Tag Rugby for the information of all our viewers. Prep School in action. Number 21 of Prep trying to tee off there. Opportunity for Prep School to open the scoring at the Clash of Origins. The under 10 match of St. Thomas's Prep and St. Thomas. There you go. Prep in action once again. Trying to go past several players. This is the first half action of the under 10 encounter between St. Thomas's College Mount and St. Thomas College Prep of the Clash of Origins 2025. The event is organized by the St. Thomas's College class of 1988 AL Association. Adding prestige to the event. Adding prestige to the event. The tournament's trophies are tribute to late three legendary Thomians who proudly represented both schools in rugby. The late Nelan William Memorial Trophy will be awarded for the under 16 segment. The late Harinder C. Pereira Memorial Trophy will be presented to the under 14 champions. And there you go. That's the first try for the day for St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia. Open the scoring at the Clash of Origins. First try of the day for Stacey Mount. As I said earlier, the under 16 segment will be honoring the late Nilan Williams and the late Harinder C. Pereira Memorial Trophy will be presented to the under 14 champions. While the late Johan Ambrose Memorial Trophy will be recognized the victorious under 12 side. These trophies serves as a reminder of the legacy and contribution of these rugby greats. You are witnessing the under 10 encounter between both the sides. We are having time to time rain interruptions coming our way, but still our production team is trying their best to deliver you the best coverage. STC Mount versus STC Prep, the Clash of Origins 2025 is here. How are you? Please take a seat. Yeah, yeah. Really? Nothing, all good. Going on. Batting first, win. Who are batting first, might after having बताएंगे आज तो ना
I don't know why. Super view here. Fantastic view here. Yeah. How much? 43? And that's after that bloody number 10 got bloody taken out also, no? Number 10, number 9 both out. Must be, must be.
That shows when they want to switch on, they can switch on and beat.
But that's in New Zealand also.
Last game it was clear that they didn't turn up for the game. They were like full on.
But I don't understand those buggers, man. They have got such a big depth. The idea is, I suppose they are just big long, no? World Cup. World Cup to World Cup rugby, no? They don't know. But that's the other thing. The whole point is, then you're not having a long-term
The under 10 encounter of the Clash of Origins 2025. St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia leading by 5 points to nil. St. Thomas College, Mount Lavinia leading by 5. So I have by my side Mr. Ramesh Dias, an old boy of St. Thomas College, Mount and Prep. Welcome on board, sir. How is
Thank
it
you
going?
very much. All good. The weather seems lovely for today. Today's rugby, and I'm hoping we'll have a even contest between both schools.
Exactly. And just tell us about the history on both the schools and the main motive of the organizing such a tournament for the second time as well.
Right. So we had so many friends from both schools, both from Prep and Mount, and all of us played rugby at some level. And the main idea was because we had a few of our dear friends who passed away fairly recently, and to have something in memory of them, and also to give back to school, and also to bridge the gap between Prep and Mount. I think the main thing should be that we should bring both schools together, and I'm sure we have enough boys that we can build a good first 15 squad. The end game in this whole story is to build your junior rugby, so that you can then prop up the under 17s or now under 16s, and then obviously the first 15.
Exactly. A good junior system paves way for a strong first 15 side. So that is all the efforts of the 88 class of St. Thomas College, Mount Lavinia, is to build a strong base also for going forward and a good future for St. Thomas's rugby.
Yes, I think, and our plan is obviously to have this annually. This is the second year we're doing this. It's no easy task, because obviously it's all about getting the guys together, the committees from both batches. So this is actually, there are two separate committees from the school's point of view, but we come together when it comes to these signature events.
Exactly. Coming back to the match, second half action of the under 10 encounter between St. Thomas College, Mount Lavinia and St. Thomas's College Prep. St. Thomas College, Mount Lavinia leading by 5 points to nil with a try in their name.
Lovely running there.
Exactly. Beautiful running, and
Oh, very good try.
that's a second try for St. Thomas College, Mount Lavinia at the second half, and the score moves on to 10 points to nil for St. Thomas's Mount. Good rugby there by the Mount boys.
Superb. I mean, that little boy has got a good future. All of them do, as long as they train hard and focus.
The under-12s, of course, are the future of rugby for these two schools. I'm sure in the years to come we can see these boys in action.
There you go. The respected invitees with the team introduction of under 12 side, I guess, which is coming up next. What's your piece of advice for young rugby playing boys, sir?
The main thing is discipline, and that will solve a lot of issues. I think boys have to focus more on outdoor activities. Get away from devices. And obviously watch senior rugby. They have to be watching the sport at a very junior level, playing the sport, and also it's a lot of and also parents' encouragement is very important. All of us were driven by our parents for rugby matches. We took the bus, whatever, we suffered. And but we'll at the end of the day, it's about playing the game, the love of the sport. Rugby is a team sport. It's a very much a social sport. It builds a lot of bridges between not only St. Thomas's but other schools as well. And it's all about playing the game and also obviously playing to win. Must always play to win.
Yes, play the game and play to win is a piece of advice from someone who represented the school from the junior 11, and that's the end of the first game. St. Thomas College Mount Lavinia winning by 10 points to nil the first game. Good fellowship between both the teams. Respecting each other is a vital component in any sport, sir.
Of course, and I like the way the Father Nihal also said, one school, two locations. Basically, the whole ethos of this tournament is to bring both schools together. That's one of the main things. I mean, there may be different colors and there may be even different school songs, but fundamentally we are Thomians, and hopefully in the future we can pull in the guys from Gurutalava and also Bandaravilla.
This concludes the first game. 10 points to nil for St. Thomas College Mount Lavinia. Thank you, sir, for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
Welcome back to the live action of Clash of Origins 2025. We have the under 12. We have the under 12 side of both the teams taking on each other. The under 10 game was won by St. Thomas College, Mount Lavinia. And we have the under 12 action coming our way.
ඔන්න ගානේ ගනින්. ඔන්න වයිට් එක තියාගන්න. ඉන්ටර් හරි හරි දැන් ට්‍රැක් එකට යන්න වැඩි. දැන් හරි.
Welcome back to the second half action. We have had a small technical glitch and we're all good to go. St. Thomas College Mount Lavinia leading by 28 points to nil in the second half. You are watching the Clash of Origins 2025. St. Thomas College Mount Lavinia versus St. Thomas College Preparatory School Kolupitia, organized by the STC Class of 88 A-Level Association. You are witnessing the action at the small club grounds of St. Thomas College Mount. St. Thomas Mount once again in action with a comfortable lead of 28 points to nil. There you go, another try for the St. Thomas College Mount Lavinia. Number 29 scoring the fifth try for the Mount boys. That's a successful conversion as well. Score moves on to 35. Absolute carnage here by the St. Thomas College Mount. It is in the second half action. Restart. The under 12 boys of St. Thomas College Mount in action, and Mount boys in good bit of defense coming by the prep. Ball is available, and that was a beautiful interception there by the preparatory school number 1. Good interception and good defense as well by the Mount boys. Offside. Ball back with Thomas College Mount. Good defense coming from St. Thomas Mount Lavinia way and winning the ball back. Good tackle there by the preparatory school.
Can we have the under 14? The under 14 teams, please kindly come over and line up in front of the pavilion. SCC Mount, SCC Prep, under 14 boys, their next game. Please kindly come over and line up in front of us, the pavilion for the team in the rafters. Thank you.
$35 points to nil lead for St. Thomas's College Mount Lavinia under 12 team.
SCC Prep, under 14, please kindly come over. SCC Prep, under 14, please kindly come over. SCC Mount, under 14, please kindly come over.
Under 12 game of Clash of Origins 2025 organized by the class of 88 A levels of St. Thomas's College. 35 points to nil Is the full time confirmation? Under 12. A comfortable win for STC Mount. Pictures come to you live and exclusively from Knockout. From the small club grounds of St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia.
For the team introductions. So in a short while we are going to kick off for the under 14 game, which is going to be played for the Harinda Pereira Memorial Trophy. Another batch of class of 1988 person who is no more with us. We would like to invite Mrs. Pereira and family to please join us in the team introductions. We would also like to invite Mrs. or Dr. Radhika Mendes, the support of STC Mount Lavinia, and Reverend Father Niall Fernando, the headmaster of STC Prep, to please join us. We are grateful for the presence of Mrs. Pereira and the family for joining us on this occasion. Remembering the late Harinda Pereira, whom this trophy is going to be played for the under 14s. It's a 10 minutes game, 10 minutes first half, 2 minutes break, and 10 minutes second half. The under 14s, which will be kicking off shortly. Would like to remind you there is food stalls outside the gate. So if you want to purchase any food and drink, please visit the food stalls which are outside the gate.
We are witnessing the under 14 action of the Clash of Origins 2025, organized by the 88 A-level class of St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia. So I have been joined by a well-known face in Sri Lankan rugby. Been very busy these days with the school's rugby and the under 85 kg tour of New Zealand to Sri Lanka. Welcome back, Muthu.
Thank you for having me. Great to be here. What an occasion it is! Clash of the Origins for the second time in a row this year. I think the competition is getting strong every year, and we see the participation also increasing in this space. Good to see the juniors getting out there and hoping to spot some talent for the future for 15 rugby teams.
Exactly, both the teams. We had you at the commentary last year as well, Muthu. So it's our pleasure having you once again. And we had the completion of the under 10 and 12 games. St. Thomas College, Mount Lavinia, winning both the A-team matches, and we are having the 14 action.
Yes, I think the scoreline, if you look at the scoreline, it doesn't do justice actually for the effort that the boys put in, because I think they are all after a hectic season as well. So I think the thing that everyone should look out for is the history behind the two schools, the people that they have produced over the years, even for national teams from both schools. I think that's something we had to take into account, and also just enjoy the rugby. And I guess it's just a tradition between two good schools.
Yes, and the under 10, 12, under 14, 16 all encounters played in memory of three legends who represented St. Thomas's Prep and Mount. So it's good to remember your former players who contributed immensely towards rugby.
Of course, when you talk about inspiration and when you talk about grassroots levels, when people at this age group start playing rugby, they look up to those people who have played in the past and set the tone for wearing the black and the blue jerseys over the years. So I think remembering the people who have done well in that sense and going on to play for club rugby and also representing nationals, homage has to be played for those people. And I think it's a great thing that we are actually doing this for the second time here in a row and hope to have this into the foreseeable future.
Yes, and junior rugby paves way for a strong first 15 side, which will give you results eventually. We saw St. Thomas's College having a good season this year, finishing number 3. A good season for St. Thomas.
I think when you compare year on year, I think we have improved a lot in terms of the finish and in terms of the standard of rugby that we played this year. I think we can be proud of what we put on the field there, and I think there were some very close games that we came out on the bad end, but I think overall I think the season was good, and I think moving forward next year focus absolutely should be to finish those games that we lost the final moments of the game.
Yeah, that was heartbreak indeed. Losing those matches and winning a win against Isipatana was also special for St. Thomas's this year. I'm not sure after how many years they won that particular game versus Isipatana, Muthu.
Yeah, I think it was after about 15 years, if I am correct, that they won against Isipatana. I think that game I thought would pave the way for us for the rest of the season, but unfortunately I don't think we capitalized on that win and took that momentum forward, because we saw us kind of going on a downward trend after that game. But overall, I think it was great to see the boys lifting some trophies this year, beating St. Peter's as well. So yeah, it was a good season overall, I would say.
St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia once again with the first try. 7 points to nil for Mount. Any fond memories of playing in this particular place, Muthu?
I remember when I first joined rugby, the first gruesome fitness test I faced was on this ground, and then the trainer, Mr. Motilal Jayatilaka, we had to do some rounds, and it was for time. So as soon as I came into rugby, that was my first welcome into the first 15/under 18 squads with a season opening fitness test. So I think that was the memory I take from being here.
Fond memories indeed. Anyway, comfortable lead of 7 points to nil for Mount. Muthu, take us to some legends who represented Sri Lanka from playing for St. Thomas's College. You can start from you.
I think before me, we looked up to certain people like Kartelis, Sachin Kartelis from Mount, went on to captain CR, and then later on played for Sri Lanka as well. And then from Prep, as per se, we know Jeevan and Jayan, the twins, who wore the jersey coming from Prep, and I think Jeevan captained Sri Lanka under 20s as well, and then going on to some past players who I think are way above, way beyond some of our memories, like Mr. Asanka Senivaratna. Then you take Savantha Diseram, those kind of players, I think set the standard, and I think they clearly showed us young guys and showed us a pathway to follow in terms of wearing the national jersey and obviously doing well. Yeah, and obviously in my time, I think you would have the likes of Anuruddha Vilwara. It was a legend in itself. Went on to play for Kandy SC, and then played for both Sri Lanka 7s and 15s. I had a great time playing with him in college as well. And obviously you get the young ones after me who actually played for Sri Lanka under my captaincy, Navin Henakangamge, and those guys who came and continued that path and the journey. Overall, I think it's important that these kind of tournaments are also held, because these are the actual grassroots level pathways that you can actually spot talent and maybe develop and nurture them for the future. I think that is very it's an underestimated thing in schools, where you spot early talent and develop them. I think this is tournaments like this should be held in every school. I think, like, not in terms of competition, but to identify talent and to make sure that they are looked after well into the future and given them the chance to represent Sri Lanka later on, maybe. Yep.
Yes. Preparatory school finds touch, and yeah, nearing the end of the first half action of the under 14 encounter. And we were talking about competition. So I think the junior boys, the more exposure and the more game time they have, they will get better and better.
I think that's the way forward. I think in terms of development, these guys should be playing rugby because there's no other way to replicate the game other than to actually get them into game situations and face good opposition in real time, and for them to adjust in that uh, environment is a big stepping stone, even mentally and physically, for them to overcome challenges and put them straight under pressure. So I think that's what everyone should be looking at in junior level, and not necessarily the result but all the journey and what how these guys can be developed through tournaments like this and just one day rugby events. I guess that's the important thing.
That's the end of the first half action of the under 14 encounter between St. Thomas College Mount and Prep at the Clash of Origins. St. Thomas College Mount leading by 12 points to nil. The second half action of the under 14 encounter between St. Thomas College, Mount Lavinia and St. Thomas Preparatory School. Good pass, good rugby by St. Thomas's College Mount, and the number 7 scores for St. Thomas's College Mount. Good piece of play there by the Mount Lavinia boys. Good fast running rugby by the boys from the Mount Lavinia. Big lead for the Mount Lavinia boys, 19 points to nil. Oh, knocked it on by Preparatory School. Advantage play going on. Well collected there by the under 14 captain of Samuel College Mount, and the Mount boys on the run. Beautiful rugby by the number 10 of Mount Lavinia. Holding on. Once again, an opportunity for the prep boys to find touch. Line out, taken cleanly by the Preparatory School. They will have to bounce back sooner rather than later in order to stay contention in the game. There you go, and a beautiful play there by the Mount Lavinia boys. Once again, the number 7 of Mount Lavinia in action. That's another try for Mount. Score moves on to 24 with the conversion to come. Conversion not successful, and the score remains at 24 points to nil. Another try for St. Thomas's Mount. Score moves on to 29 points in the under 14 encounter of the Clash of Origins 2025. That's the full-time confirmation. St. Thomas's College Mount Lania winning by 29 points to nil. Number 14. St. Thomas College Mount Lania winning full-time 29 points to nil against Rugby School.
Your boys, you are requested to come over before the kickoff. Your boys, please come over there and the team introduction before you kick off the game. Your boys, don't kick off the game.
There he goes. Of the under 14 encounter between St. Thomas College Mount Lavinia and St. Thomas College Preparatory School. St. Thomas's Mount winning by 22 points to nil. Apologies for the mistake in the scorecard earlier. Got it confirmation from the officials. Welcome back to the live coverage of Clash of Origins. The old boys of both the prestigious school taking on each other. Muthu, you might know a lot of names here.
Yeah, interesting to see some of the guys who have booted up today. Manjit Tammanigama from 2007, fullback. After a long time, we see him on the field again. And then, as I said earlier, Jeevan and Jayan representing Mount Lavinia. Then you have some familiar faces on the prep side as well. Rahan Tabekun, who played for Mount in 2015 or 14, if I am correct. I'm not exactly sure of the year. Yeah, good to see some of these boys taking the field again.
Exactly, and good to go back to the good old days of where you represented your college. That feel of representing the college at the highest level once again gives you a good feeling about it. And preparatory school in action.
Good to see the choice of schools with some of these guys because they could have played for either side. So it's interesting to see that some of these guys chose prep as well, and then some choosing Mount. I wonder how that works. Oh, nice pass behind the back there. I think some of these guys are playing touch rugby over the weekend, so the skill levels are maintained. It's just a matter of fitness. It was a great try by Mount Lavinia. I think that was well worked and started off with that behind the back pass.
You could have been on the field, Muthu. I think you're in the wrong place today.
Prefer my view from here. Nowadays, talking about rugby is better, I guess, playing rather than playing. Try it. Try score करना है ना flag करा दंडे.
Not a try, I think, Muthu. So the game has restarted, and
Yeah, I think that was a flag. Call back. Here we go again. You can see number 4 for St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia, Dylan Fox, played fly half and was a good all-round player back then as well. Do we know how many flags that they can get per round?
not sure about it. Just given the teams, the schedule, and
Breakthrough, breakaway try there.
the first try of the old boys game for St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia. Leading by 5 points to nil.
Interesting to see the pace at it is played. Although some of the old boys are taking part, the game is not slow in any instance. Yes, I think these guys take part in these tap rugby tournaments, and they play during weekdays, maybe after work or something. I, unless they wouldn't be able to maintain the skill and the fitness levels. Yes, looks like it, but better not go into that stage because we might have to have a few ambulances extra on the field if we go make it a contact game. But I think overall it's very promising to see the pace of the game, and I think it's what you like to see. On a Saturday, another breakaway. No support players in that instance. Credit should be given to these guys because they are actually playing a full field. So a lot of ground to cover in this. I think that's impressive in itself. Oh, nice try. Interception. It's a close game going into the second half, is it? Is it the second half? Or? Yes. I don't think anyone expected a close game. But it looks good. I think we'll go down to the end. See the substitutes coming in and the tired legs coming off the field, I think. Shanagamra Singh coming on for the Prepites. Familiar face. I'm actually in his place right now. He usually talks about rugby. I've taken his place and he's on the field. So good to see that as well. Yeah, I think familiar sound over the airwaves when a match is airing. Has his own podcast now as well. Good to see the guys getting into sports entertainment and promoting sports in general. I think in a country like this, we need that more often. Breakaway try. That's Mo Sadak running away to score the second try for St. Thomas's Prep. Sorry, St. Thomas God's Mount Lavinia. Yeah, I think both teams are looking to run and getting into it, and I think that's impressive to see the standard of the game and the pace at which is played at the moment. I thought Prep would have the chance to score here, but it's a turnover for Mount now. Let's see what they do with the ball. There was numbers outside. I think it would have been good to pass the ball there. Ah, yeah, here we go. Breakaway, support players on the inside, and that's should be an easy try. Oh, what a dive! What a dive! And what an effort by Gihan Das. What an effort! Tremendous effort by Gihan Das to stop the try. I think brilliantly done.
Exactly. What a beautifully done by Gehan Dias there. Could have been easily 15 for the Mount boys. Still at 10 points to 5. Tag rugby is an art too, Muthu, that everyone can't master it.
Yeah, I think a certain level of skill is needed to play this, and I think an agility level that you need to have to evade these defenders as well. And that was a good instance there where speed is not the only thing that you need here. I think you would need your brains a bit as well to avoid the defenders in this instance. Shana Kamrasinghe carrying the ball for Prep. We see a few good playmakers here. Important that they get the ball in their players' hand like that.
Almost 13 minutes as per our clock.
Oh. Bit of a flat pass there, unable to catch it. Turnover to Prep. If Prep scores before half time, I think it would be an interesting game going into the second half. I think it would be really tight.
Exactly. Prep have kept it tight, but they have not used the
that's an
opportunities.
interception. That's an interception by Devin Jayasinghe, the 2011 or 2015 captain? 2015 captain. Royal Thomian winning captain Devin Jayasinghe scoring for St. Thomas College, Montevideo.
There you go. That's concludes an interesting first half. Though the scorecard doesn't reflect it exactly, but a comfortable lead in the end for the St. Thomas College Mount. 15 points for 5. See the last try from
Devin Jayasinghe.
Devin Jayasinghe there, intercepted. Didn't know where exactly to plant, and that was the try. That's the first half. End of the first half. 15 points for 5 for St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia. I think preparatory school. Oh, good play there by Mo Sadak. Still preparatory school has the possession. That's the full-time confirmation. St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia Old Boys winning by 30 points to 5 as per our calculation. We'll get it confirmed by the officials in a short while. Good play by both the teams, even though the scorecard doesn't reflect it. But good fight end of the day by the preparatory school Old Boys as well.
So congratulations on an exciting game. It was a wonderful event by the old boys, doing a prep and launch. Really enjoyed the game, everybody.
Struggling to capture attention or create inspired content? No worries, HK Production has got you covered. We can elevate your brand to the next level. We offer services like video editing, intro logo animation, creation of video ads, and graphic designing. Affordable prices, top quality work. Let us make your vision a reality.
Hi, my name is Joshua Van.
Restart taken there by the under 16 boys of preparatory school. There you go. St. Thomas Preparatory School in action. The under 16. A good passage of play there for STC under 16 Preparatory School, and that's a first try. First try of the all important under 16 encounter in favor of the boys from Kolpiti. 5 points to nil with the conversion to come. Conversion is not successful. CC Prep with the lead of 5 points to nil. Mount Lavinia boys will have to score sooner than later to stay contention in the game, as we have only 10 minutes per half. Okay, we have 15 minutes per half. STC Mount Lavinia in action now with an opportunity to score. And yes, they do. No. Ball. Good defense there by the prep, and ball taken back by the prep boys. Finding good touch there. Excellent touch. Find there by St. Thomas's Preparatory School. Preparatory School with another opportunity to double up their score. Once again, prep with an opportunity. Penalized there. And STC prep scores their second try. Second try for Preparatory School. Total dominance with a clear lead in the first half. Taking it quickly, and another try for St. Thomas's College Prep. St. Thomas's College with the ball. Playing some good rugby from the beginning compared to the Mount Lavinia boys. Fast running rugby by the Prep boys. Once again with the ball now. Then opportunity to score another try maybe. Mount Lavinia has an opportunity now to get onto the scoring. Score line is a bit too much on the offering for them. Good passes there by the boys from Mount. Unfortunately, knocked it on. That's what you called succumb under the pressure. Prep winning the ball back. Beautifully collected there by St. Thomas Preparatory School. And that's the third try for STC Prep. What a dominating play of rugby by STC Prep there. Third try for STC Prep, and the conversion strangely goes astray. 15 points to nil for STC Prep. There you go, beautifully collected, and the try time for STC Prep once again. That's the end of the first half. 15-point comfortable lead for the boys from Colombo 3. $17 points to nil lead as we got it confirmed by the officials. 17 points nil. The second try was supposed to be a penalty try. A mountain to climb for the boys from Mount Lavinia. That's a beautiful run by the player from St. Thomas College. Brought him down by the preparatory school. Good bit of defense coming the preparatory boys' way. And there you go. Beating one man after the other. St. Thomas College, Mount Lavinia on the charge. Preparatory school having possession now. The second half action of the under 16 encounter between St. Thomas Preparatory School and St. Thomas Mountaineer College at the Clash of Origins. Playing bit of rugby at the danger end. Opportunity for a touch finder for prep school. Line out cleanly taken by the preparatory school. Good. Some good tackles coming from the Mount Lavinia boys. Again, infringement by the Mount Lavinia boys and touch finder by the preparatory school. Scrum in favor of Mount Lavinia now. Thomas's Mount in action now. Time to redeem their self and to catch up the lead. You go. And that's the first try for St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia in the under 16 encounter. of the Clash of the Origins. 17 points to 5. What a beautiful run there by the St. Thomas's College prep player. Infringement there from the boys from Mount Lavinia, and a ball awarded back to the preparatory school. Able to find the touch. Ball was taken back by preparatory school. Opportunity now for St. Thomas College Mount Lavinia to stay in hunt in the game. Once again, another try for Thomas College Mount Lavinia. The lead goes up to 10 points to nil. (17 points to 10). Still advantage of preparatory school. Once again, another try. No, it's line out. No try there. (17 points to 10) in favor of preparatory school. Line out. For the prep. Let's see if St. Thomas College Mount Lavinia can turn this around, win this line out, and make the dying minutes of this game more interesting. St. Thomas's College, St. Thomas's Preparatory School with a clear lead in the second half, 17 points to 10. Entering the last minute of this particular game, last few minutes. Ball still with the Mount Lavinia boys. There you go, the third try for boys from Mount Lavinia, with the conversion to come. 15 points to 17 is the lead as per our (17 points to 15 lead as per our scorecard. Mount Lavinia with an opportunity now in the dying minutes of the game to seal the game, I would say. There you go, St. Thomas College, St. Thomas Preparatory School sealing the game in the last minute. St. Thomas College, Mount Lavinia gave a good fight in the end, unable to catch up the early lead conceded by them. So the under 16 game winning by St. Thomas's College Preparatory School. There you go. See the full-time confirmation. St. Thomas Prep 17 and St. Thomas Mount Lavinia 15. What a day of rugby it has been. Interesting and exciting rugby by both these prestigious schools. A big thank you to Sudarshana Mutantri for joining us today as well in the commentary box. Thank you, Muthu, for your time.
Thank you for having me. What a great game of rugby we just witnessed. Prep coming out on top. Hopefully we can get some of these boys in to Mount next year.
Exactly. So Talent Hunt is all about, and thank you for joining us at the coverage today. Hope you enjoyed each and every game. Brought to you live and exclusively from Knockout, your favorite sports channel. A special thank you once again for the organizers, the class of 88 A-Level Association of St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia, for giving us an opportunity to bring the live action from Knockout. So thank you guys for trusting us once again for the second consecutive year. From under 10, 12, 14, 16 and the old boys, it has been a wonderful day of rugby between both the schools. Good and exciting rugby from both the schools today. The junior rugby paves the way for a strong first 15 outfit for any school. So such tournaments will only take your rugby to a better level, and also the arrangements which was made through Knockout of the organizers for the benefit of all the stakeholders of St. Thomas's College to watch the live action from anywhere in the world, from the YouTube channel and Facebook of Knockout Sri Lanka. You see on the pictures the juniors having a time with enjoying the rugby. It's very important that the kids these days take up any sport which will only make them a better person in future. The spirit of winning and losing and the sportsmanship comes along with the education for the young generation is very, very vital. So thank you guys for joining us today and watching us and supporting Knockout. We will catch you again with another live coverage very soon. You can enjoy our talk shows as well, which leading up to the Asia Cup, and you can watch our talk shows with regards to the schools rugby as well. We have few more talk shows coming up regarding schools rugby. And thank you guys for always supporting Knockout from the very first interception. We will have the presentation ceremony in a while. We will have senior sports commentator Ricky, who will host us at the presentation ceremony. And signing off from the commentary box, Akil Masoon, and we'll join you again with the presentation ceremony.
who was the official digital media partner, medical staff of Navaloka Hospital, so we thank you to them. The batsmen who are overseas and in Sri Lanka from the batch of 1998, a big thank you to all those who have supported. A shout out to all the old boys from both schools who have come forward and supported the event in promoting the event on social media and print media. Thank you to all the old boys in Sri Lanka and overseas from both schools. A big thank you to the STC OBA as well as the Old Boys Union of STC Prep. Thank you. A big thank you as well to the Old Thomians Rugby Football Union. Thank you for all your support in helping out in this tournament. The Prep School Rugby Development Committee for their wholehearted support for the event. Thank you to the Development Committee of Prep. The Western Province Referees Society, thank you to the three referees who are here with us today. Thank you, lady and gentlemen. Finally, all the coaches, MICs, players from both schools of each category or age group, thank you for your participation and assistance in ensuring that the matches were played in good spirit and camaraderie amongst the players. Thank you to the boys. A round of applause. Under 10s to under 16s, thank you so much. We also must forget the old boys who participated today and played their rugby as well. And they were a great inspiration to the youngsters. Thank you to the old boys for that match. Before we go ahead, we would like to once again warmly welcome our chief guest for today, Mr. and Mrs. Talawu Alalima, for your presence here. We would like to invite Mr. Alalima to speak a few words as well on behalf of the class of 1988. Former first 15 rugby captain of St. Thomas's, a rugby stalwart who has been a great inspiration for all ruggerites who have played over the years. Over to you, sir.
Congratulations to all. I mean, it was exciting to watch all of you play, and especially to see the two under-16 game was amazing. I'm really excited for STC Rugby in the next couple of years. I think we'll have a fantastic team combining both together. So great job, well done. And the old boys game, I was excited to see some of my players who played with me. I mean, just catch, outdo the 20-year-olds who are on the grounds, which is absolutely outstanding, fantastic. So there are just two things I want to say. As a person involved in sport for many years and developing national sportsmen, number one is that we have to look at our nutrition to become as strong and as big as possible. And that means eating foods like protein foods, which is meat, fish, chicken, is a must for all of you to become physically strong and big. Every 3 months, every 4 months, you must be growing at least 1 inch. And if you don't grow 1 inch, it's a problem with your protein intake. So parents, please keep an eye on this. We have no genetic problem in becoming over 6 feet by age 16. We have a food problem in this country. So please focus on eating protein and making sure that you're growing, because all of you can grow much bigger if this is focused on. The second one that I want to speak to you about is that your competition is not against the next person who is playing against you in your team, or even the opposition. Your competition is you. Your competition is to see whether you can become better than who you were yesterday. And how do I improve my game to beat the guy who played yesterday, today? So your competition is with yourself. Never is it against someone else. If you keep watching your performance and seeing how I can be better than I was yesterday, all of you will achieve a performance that is absolutely outstanding if you compete against you and no one else. So I'm going to just leave those two thoughts with you, and all the best, and God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you to Mr. Talawu Alalima for those words of wisdom to youngsters from a rugby stalwart of St. Thomas's. Thank you. We'll go ahead with the certificates of the under 10s first. We would like to invite Mr. Sudat De Silva, CEO, George Stewart Asset Management, to please kindly come forward. He's done a lot of hard work behind the scenes today to make this event a success. Hand over the certificates to the under 10s of prep. So we would like to invite the under 10 captain of St. Thomas's Prep to please kindly come forward and receive the certificates on behalf of his team. Thank you to the youngsters, the future, these are, of STC Rugby. Thank you very much, Mr. Sudat De Silva. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Gihan Pereira, Managing Director of Pereira & Sons, to please kindly come forward. Mr. Gihan Pereira. A long walk. Good to have Mr. Gihan Pereira with us. He'll hand over the certificates to the STC B team, the under 10s B team. Okay, so Mr. Gihan Pereira will hand over the certificates to the under 10s of STC. Thank you, Mr. Gihan Pereira. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Arun Gamalatge of the class of 88 to please kindly come forward to hand over the next set of certificates. Another gentleman who has done a lot of hard work behind the scenes. The under 12s prep. Can we have the captain of the under 12 prep team to please kindly come forward? Thank you very much, Mr. Arun Gamalatge. Next, I would like to invite Mr. MEC Pereira to please join us. He's been instrumental, a mentor to a lot of us here. It's good to have him with us this evening. Handing over the certificates to the under 12s of St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia. Can we have the captain, please? Well done, STC Mount. They were the winners of the under 12s. Thank you, Mr. MEC Pereira. Next, I would like to invite former Rugby of STC and a former national captain, Mr. Sudarshana Mututantri, to please join us to hand over the next award. Is Sudarshana with us, here with us? Okay, can we have Mr. Gihan Das to please join us to hand over the under 12 most valuable player. Outstanding performance today in the under 12s, played really hard, and the most valuable player from STC, VGJ Shenaran. Super effort. Round of applause to the young guy. Okay, we'll go into the under 14s. We would like to invite Mr. Sabrikada to please join us. The man who has done a lot of work in conducting this tournament. We would like to call the captain of the under 14s of Prep to please come forward to receive your certificates. Well done, boys. Had a good game of rugby. Thank you very much, Mr. Sabrikada. Next, we would like to invite Reverend Father Niall Fernando, the headmaster of St. Thomas's College Prep, to please join us to hand over the certificates to the under 14 winners. Can we have the captain of STC Mount, the winners of the under 14, to receive his certificates from Reverend Father Niall Fernando? Thank you very much, Reverend Father Niall Fernando. Next, I would like to invite a voice we all know about. I think when it comes to rugby, he's the number one voice now. We would like to invite old boy of STC, Mr. Shanaka Amrasinghe, to please join us to hand over the next award. Is Shanaka around? Can we have Mr. Bari Jalil to please join us? To hand over the most valuable player of the under 14s. Outstanding performance once again from STC, Arjun Dayabaran, the most valuable player in the under 14s. Thank you very much, Mr. Jalil. For the next set of certificates, I would like to invite our chief guest for today, Mr. Talabu Alalima, to please join us. Okay, we'll call the names. From STC Mount, Dinel Pereira. Can we have Dinel to please come over to receive your certificate? Omidu Kulatunga. They are the runners-up for the ended up on the losing side, but a wonderful game of rugby. Binupa Wishmina. Nevit Setmal. Shalom Gomez. Chasin De Silva. Dinel Fernando. Trinesh Dwight. Devshane Mendes. Yokit Pereira. Lakshman Mugutan. Jerome Jansen. Rashain Fernando. Jaden Abhenayaka. Rico Priyaratna. Jordan Fernando. Tehan Damage. Jaron Reginald. And Aiden Amaravira. Next, we will go in to the winners. St. Thomas's prep, the winners of the under 16s, Junior Gamage. Well done to prep. Outstanding game. They deserve it. Jacob Nanekara. Jacob Nanekara. Dhiren Uduvara. Dion Fernando. Hayden Fernando. Nail Sali. Sharon Costa. Yasin Asunkao. I hope I got the name right. Abdul Mashish. Seth Jayamana. Jaden Gunaratna. Stefan Costa. Hansaja Veerasekara. Enoch Sigamuni. Aken Vijayvardhana. And Rushen Sirisena. Yeah. Thank you very much to our chief guest for today, Mr. Talavu Alalima. Thank you for your presence. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Ravi Gunawardana to please join us to hand over the next award. He's been a great promoter, supporter of rugby. And the most valuable player of the under 16s, outstanding game from St. Thomas's prep, Sharon Costa. Thank you very much, Mr. Ravi Gunawardhan. So we'll hand over the trophies. First, as we know, these trophies have been played in the name of batchmates who have departed us from the batch of 1988. For the under 12s, I would like to invite Mrs. Johan Ambrose to please join us, and family to please kindly come over to hand over the trophy to the under 12s. We also want to thank the families who have been here with us all evening. Well, the under 12 winners, STC Mount, can we have the captain? The Johan Ambrose Memorial Trophy. The under 12s from STC Mount, outstanding. The team members, you could come forward for a photograph. Well, they are really happy. They are really happy. They are going to enjoy the moment. Well done, boys. I'm sure we'll see a lot from these boys in the future. Going forward, they are really jubilant. They played their hearts out. Both from Prep and Mount Lavinia, the boys have done exceptionally well. Well done. Thank you very much, Mrs. Ambrose. Thank you so much. Next is the under 14s. We would like to invite Mrs. Etsy Pereira and family to please join us to hand over the under 14 trophy. It's great to have Mrs. Pereira with us today. The Harinda Pereira Memorial Trophy, the under 14 winners, STC Mount. Can we have the captain? The team members, you could come up for a photograph. You could kneel in front, probably kneel down in front, boys. Don't knock Mrs. Pereira down. It's a photograph to remember. Well done. The Harinda Pereira Memorial Trophy. Well done, the under 14s. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, madam. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Gyan Veerasinghe, the president, class of 88, to please hand over the old boys tag rugby trophy. So we would like to invite the winning captain of STC to please come, the old boys. Sakit Pereira, are you here? Sakit now involved with the rugby at university level. Good to see him here. The old boys, what a fantastic match. They all enjoyed. It was a great game. And STC finally getting over the line. Thank you very much, Mr. Gyan Veerasinghe. Next, I would like to invite Mrs. William and family to please come over to hand over the final award for today. So we have Mrs. William and the son who is here to hand over this award. The Neelan William Memorial Trophy and the under 16 champions, St. Thomas's Prep. A big moment for Prep. Outstanding performance. Well done, boys. It's great to see them enjoying themselves. Well done to the coaches, the management of STC Prep. Well done. Thank you very much, Mrs. William. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here this evening. Wishing you all a safe journey home. Thank you very much.